right, we should be live. All right, welcome. Let's talk about a toddler moment that drives so many of us crazy. You give a direction and it's like you've suddenly turned invisible, right? So if you've ever asked your toddler to put on their shoes or come to the table and clean up a toy and you can get zero reaction, drop a yes in the comments because you are definitely not alone. It happens to all of us all the time. And it's easy to think they're ignoring us on purpose, but what's really happening is a lot more innocent. And once you understand it, getting your toddler to listen gets so much easier for you. Welcome to Toddler Tip Tuesday live. I'm Jess, and today we're breaking down why toddlers seem like they're ignoring you and the simple 3-second trick that can change everything. So first we're going to talk a little bit about why toddlers ignore you in the first place, because it's usually not what you think it is. So toddlers live in their own little worlds, right? They're rescuing their stuffed animals, they're building towers. They are imagining these grand adventures all the time. They're in their little minds, right? And when we shout, like give them a direction from across the room, it's like trying to tune into a fuzzy radio station, right? They literally don't process it in the way that we hope. So your key takeaway, it's not that they don't want to listen, it's that their brain doesn't register us. They don't hear us unless we connect with them first. So you have to remember that the connection needs to come before any direction. So here's kind of like the strategy for you. It's like a 3-second connection rule, I call it, but here's how it works. So your first step is going to be to gently touch them. It can be like on the shoulder or something like that. And then, so just like a light, friendly touch that kind of then pulls their focus and attention away from whatever imaginary world or adventure they have going on in their little mind without completely startling them. It kind of just gets their focus a little bit. Your second step is going to be to then, sorry, it's been a very long day here for me with my own kiddos, but so your second step will then be to say their name, like just their name. Make it warm, clear, calm. Just say their name, like Emma, Lily, Sophie, Henry, like whatever it is, just their name to kind of get their attention. And then your third step is to wait for that eye contact from them that they heard you say their name. So pause, wait for that eye contact, breathe. Wait until they actually look at you. And if they don't after a few seconds, then you're going to kind of gently prompt them again, like look at mommy, please, or look at mama, please. Only after you get the eye contact, after that eye contact happens, do you then give them the direction or command that you need for them to do. And keep the direction short and simple. No lectures, no 5-paragraph essays. I'm the queen of using too many words when I write, so I get it. Sometimes it's hard and you want to spit it all out for them, right? Doesn't work. Keep it short and sweet. Shoes on, please. Blocks in the bin, please. Whatever the task is or the direction you're giving them. Super short and sweet. Okay? So like troubleshooting. So what if they don't listen, right? In the first couple times you're doing this. So they might truly be like so engrossed in whatever's going on in their brain. So if they're too engrossed in what's going on, you're going to give like a playful warning to them. Another like strategy to quick get their attention. Like one more block, then it's time to listen. If they still resist eye contact, make it a game. Like, can you find my silly face? Where's my nose? Where's my nose? Point to my nose. Like something like that. Quick little game for them. And if you forget and yell from across the room, I do it all the time. It's okay. No guilt. Just walk over and try the 3-second rule. Like touch them, say their name quick, calm, and then wait for eye contact and give them the direction. And just remember the key mindset for you for this and for everything. It's kind of like our motto, progress over perfection, right? It's not going to be perfect all the time, but you're going to make progress and they are going to start to listen, right? So kind of like a quick plan for you for like the week. So first thing to do is to try this like 3-second rule, which is go over for 1 second, quick touch them, touch their shoulder. 2, say their name, wait for eye contact, pause, breathe, let them look at you, and then give them the direction once they look at you, okay? And keep whatever direction you're giving it like one simple instruction. And then once you build on that, you're going to start to notice that they start to respond a little bit faster the more you slow down, which kind of doesn't sound right as I'm saying it, but it is. Like you're slowing down and it gives their brain time to catch up, so they're actually going to end up responding faster. So you're going to start to notice that, and then you're going to keep building once you notice that, and you're going to continue to practice those short, clear directions and instructions, no long speeches. And then moving forward, just make sure you make that connection before giving them directions. And eventually, before you know it, over time, it's going to become an automatic habit for both of you. And you're going to be able to start to give them more directions at once, even multi-step directions. I know that could be a game changer when that happens with toddlers. But just know that slowing down actually speeds up the cooperation later. Promise you. Just got to keep going, ride the progress, and you will get there. So some questions I got back when I put this out on the blog and then also in email was one person had asked, like, what if my toddler still continues to ignore me, no matter how much I try to connect first? So it's going to depend on your toddler, and I always say this, nothing works 100% of the time for 100% of kids, right? But the more you do it, the more they're going to start to their brain's going to start to be trained to tune into you. So you kind of just need to stay calm and continue to keep trying, because sometimes toddlers need like 2 gentle rounds, 3 gentle rounds of connection to really shift gears, especially if you, like my daughter is one of those who she is so involved in the imagination and the adventure that's going on in her brain, and she's running around acting out Frozen and scenes from Bluey. Like she really is focused on what's happening inside whatever scenario she's got going on, right? So sometimes I need to actually go over a couple times and get on her level and make the eye contact and talk to her. So just keep doing it, keep trying it. Another question I got was, how can I practice without feeling I'm nagging them all day, right? So I would pick a few transitions. So things like maybe putting on their shoes, or mealtime's a good one because you can give them 5-minute warnings. They don't know what a 5-minute warning is, but their brain knows that a meal or something is coming next. So they kind of start to pull themselves out of what they're doing. Cleanup's another good one to start practicing these types of transitions. So work on a few key ones during the day, so it's not every single time, and kind of build from there. Focus on those, and just remember, it doesn't have to be perfect all day long, and it may not be. Someone else had asked, what if my toddler just laughs and runs away? So stop listening. That is definitely a possibility, and some toddlers just have a playful resistance, right? But it's still kind of engagement because they're acknowledging you by running away, actually. So just stay calm and kind of repeat the direction after reconnecting with them and keep trying it. And again, it's not going to be perfect, but progress will happen. So continue to keep trying. And you may have to, feel like an nag or feel like you're following them around for a little bit to get that, eye contact or connection, but you will start to notice the difference. And someone else asked about with older kids. So yes, this works with preschoolers, the younger toddlers. It even starts to work with 18 months. You can kind of start doing this depending on their language skills, as far as giving them the directions, what they understand. But you can definitely start with preschoolers and even right on up to big kids. And all kids will respond better when connection comes before direction. Actually, I feel like all people do, adults too. So not just kids. Let me check my note. I'm so sorry. Okay, so someone else had asked, how do I stay patient when I'm in a rush? I get it. I have been that parent where you are trying to get out the door to work, get your kid off to daycare. It's rough, right? So you just need to remind yourself to stay calm. It's really 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds, but 3 seconds. go over quick, touch them on a shoulder or arm or hand or whatever it is, right? Say their name once, have them make eye contact, and then give them the direction. It's quick. And if it's really becoming like difficult, like during those rushing times, practice during other times of the day so that it'll build, and then you'll be able to start doing it during those more rushed moments. But starting to work on it now, like we said, slowing down to speed them up is kind of what's happening. So you're going to end up saving yourself 10 minutes of battles later. So I would still keep trying it, but maybe if you feel that constant rush and it's not working, then I would pick other more opportune moments during the day. And then once they're starting to get the hang of it, weave it into like your morning routine or when you're consistently rushed. Someone asked if their toddler makes eye contact, but they're still not willing to do it. So eye contact is really like step one, but toddlers really need like short, clear, doable directions. The more language you use, the more overwhelmed they become and the more resistant you're going to get. So keep it super simple. And if you can, if it's a situation where you can offer a choice, like shoes on first, then X, Y, and Z, and kind of phrase it that way, it might help a little bit too. And then someone else had asked, like, what if your toddler continues to keep getting distracted? And that's normal. Toddlers have very, very short attention spans, right? So just gently reconnect, start it again, like touch, name, eye contact, and repeat the process and the directions without getting louder or not excited. I can't think of the word. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. But you don't want to get like more forceful, I guess, because that's when they're really going to resist you and then you're going to get into a power struggle. So you don't want to do that. So just stay calm and keep doing it. And sometimes with toddlers, if you actually lower your voice, it gets their attention more because they can't hear you and they're trying to figure out what you're saying. So just a little trick to try sometimes with some of those kiddos. But just check my note. Okay. And someone else had asked about having them repeat the direction back to you. So when I was teaching in the classroom, this was something I did all the time. It was like a big way to know that someone was at least listening. Did they actually understand it 100%? Maybe not. But they at least heard the words you said because they can repeat them back. So for really, really young toddlers, that might not work as well, especially if their language skills aren't there. Usually it's just enough to kind of see your toddler is like making eye contact and then their body kind of respond and shift to like look at you. Their whole body will kind of twist. But for your older toddlers and more like the 4 to 5 type range, you can definitely playfully like say to them, like, oh, can you tell me what we're doing next? Like, can you let me know what I just said? Or, oh, what did I just say? Repeat it back to me. Like, and kind of make it playful, but that way you're kind of boosting their understanding and you kind of know that they definitely heard what you said. And I think that was it. I just want to check to make sure nothing else and no other comments came through. All right. And we are right on time today, so that was good. So your takeaways the key thing is to really just remember that even a few focused moments, like those few seconds that it will take over a couple times a day, doing this for a couple different transitions or different types of directions that you're giving them, it really does start to kind of train, for lack of a better word, their brains, and it will become a habit, and they're going to be much more likely to tune into you as soon as you start to say their name and give them a direction. So you want to make sure that you're being consistent and just remember progress over perfection and connection before any direction. So keep those in mind. And that's it then for today. So if you're like me and have those days where you're feeling like a broken record with your toddler, try this 3-second connection rule. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. It's just remember a quick touch, give them a name, say their name, make eye contact with them, and then you'll give them a quick, short, simple direction, and you're going to be amazed at how much smoother transitions will start to feel over time with your toddler. So if you do try this, let me know. Tag me at Raising My Teenage Toddler when you try it. I love seeing and hearing the different stories and as well as feedback, good, bad, or otherwise. I love hearing it. And thanks for hanging out with me for another Toddler Tip Tuesday. And I will see you all live next week. Bye. Have a great week.